Before we start this video, if you were baited by the title and thought that this is another Arknights is going to die video, you are in the wrong place. I just want to discuss what future Arknights is heading towards right now with the new operators. Also, this video contains operator spoilers for chapter 14 and the new announced event Path of Life. Now we can actually get to the real video. By now, chapter 14 is old news. We already know everything about the new operators, how good they perform and how bad they perform, and all of that. By the time of me writing the script, the next Abyssal Hunter event, Path of Life, already got its teaser, and we already know the new operators, Underflow, Wis'adel, and the long-awaited Opanas. And we already know parts of their kits. But this is an entirely different topic. For now, I just want to jump back to chapter 14 and Wis'adel in particular, or Water as she is called by the community, and one special thing she can do. But you will have to wait for me to discuss this one special thing. First of all, I need to do a little bit of ranting, because by now this pretty much has been long overdue. Let me start. Why the F does Water exist in the first place? It almost feels like the Shan Auto situation all over again. It once again is very scummy to me. I personally believe that a limited should not get a limited auto. I know that W is a fan favorite character in this game, so a W auto was inevitable ever since we started doing autos in this game. But for F's sake, I did not ask for her to be another limited. And for Christ's sake, I also didn't ask for her to be the new meta. And this is what I meant when I said the entire Shan Auto situation all over again. A completely popular character now gets a limited auto version, which is the new meta. So once again, the new meta is limited, because have you seen her damage output? Like, come on, why can you do that? I can also throw Texas and Yato auto in this limited meta thing as well, because the same applies to them. At least they did some changes to the gacha, which guarantees you at 300 pulls without resetting your pity. And also getting base W is a bit cheaper now, but who the fuck needs base W at this point? Personally, I think that this entire limited thing is getting out of hand at this point, with many of the new quote-unquote meta operators being locked behind it. This means miss this banner and oh boy, you might as well have a hard time in upcoming content. And if you want to get this operator you missed, you might as well pray to every god in this world that the moment they actually are on the banner again, you lose to the next limited operator. Okay, I'm calm now. This should do it with this rant. But let's actually get to the special thing I talked about, like the reason I'm actually making this video in the first place. Which is that they are slowly giving operators ways to break established game rules. And the rule Wis'adel broke is her archetype rule. In case you're not aware, she is a flinger, meaning she can only attack grounded targets. Right? But why are you targeting a drone now? Yeah, this was until many of these clips got posted. Water skill 3, targeting a drone. Let me repeat myself. Water skill 3, targeting a drone. A goddamn drone. The last time I checked, they didn't have any feet to walk on the ground. And even that, why is it not mentioned in the skill description? It just happened. And it also does not seem to be a bug, otherwise it would have been patched by now. And this pretty much got me thinking. If future operators will be able to change rules of the archetype, what will we get in the future? A flag bearer that can attack and block while using skills? A enmity that can be healed normally? A chaincaster that can bounce on the same target? Incantation medics that can just heal normally? And you can just continue this list. If you want to add anything, go to the comments, leave a comment. And while you are on your way down to the comment section, might as well like and subscribe, helps me out a lot. With this skill she has, it is no wonder that she is considered the new meta. Insane damage, decent uptime because of the ammo mechanic, good initial SP, and of course the drone targeting thing, which will definitely come in useful for some flying or low hovering enemies. This is just power creep all over again, and she's just one of the many power creep units coming to global in the future. Taking pressure with her auto recovery skill 3, she with her funny reset and pretty good healing plus buffing, Ella as a pretty strong trap master that can rival some pretty strong DPS operators, obviously Wis'adel being the new meta, and Logos the most M9 worthy operator with all of his skills bringing something new and powerful to the table. At this point, no one can deny power creep anymore, in case anyone still denied it. Fortunately for me, this video isn't about power creep. I already made one. I might have to update this one though at one point. But let's get to bringing new things to the table. Sometimes breaking established rules can be good and fun. As of now, I can only think of one operator that is able to kinda go against an established rule in Arknights. This operator would be Jessica Alter, that is able to change her deployment direction while deployed with the help of her shield. While this deployment direction change is limited by the duration of her shield, it is still a fun mechanic to play around with, because in the end it takes something that is already established, makes it able that an operator is able to change it, therefore adding another layer of gameplay on top of it, making it a bit more engaging and opening up a lot of different uses for this deployment direction change. And personally, I don't know if I forgot any operator that is able to also go against game mechanics as established, but this is just like the first one that comes to mind. And this now leads me to Path of Life with Opanas. In case you do not want to be spoiled about what Opanas can do, leave this video now and maybe come back later, because this pretty much is what the remaining video is about. So, Opanas is our newest 6-star Crusher Abyssal Hunter, which is funny because I thought they would give him the new Hammer archetype. But no, he is a Crusher. Let's just give you guys a quick skill rundown so you know what he does from the things that currently were revealed. His talent heals him for a certain amount of damage he receives, with the second talent still being unknown. Skill 1 throws his weapon and tracks 2 enemies to him. Skill 2 is just like Skadi's skill 3, but unlimited and without the defense, but instead with improved talent. And skill 3 is the skill I want to talk about. Throw his anchor and reposition himself for the skill duration. Upon skill end or cancellation of the skill, return to the original position. And these skills are the skills that I want to see more of in the future. Skills that are able to go against game mechanics such as operator direction or deploy position. Especially seeing how this skill is very versatile, since you can just deactivate it and he returns to his position. You don't even have to commit to the position swap. So keep Opanas in the backline, and in case your frontline needs some help, he can just move to the frontline. Or there are many enemies coming your way. How about you attack them before they reach your actual position? And so many more ways a skill like this can be used. And there are certainly ways I'm still forgetting how a skill like this can be utilized. And this is really what I want to see more of. So my TLDR is, give me more operators like Opanas that give me more interesting ways to play a stage instead of whatever can nuke an entire city. So this statement from the original script didn't really age well. As you just saw from the little gameplay demo, Opanas is quite strong, being able to challenge both phases of Patriot by himself even without an Abyssal Hunter buff. Like, give me an operator that is able to be deployed on ground tiles despite being a melee, even if it is just with the help of a skill. Maybe even like a pseudo class switch that can be done in combat. Or something a bit more outlandish, like an operator that is able to move between set checkpoints. And there most likely are many more fun and outlandish things to do that would add another layer of gameplay, instead of just look at me do big damage, or look at me not being like the rest of my archetype. But this should now do it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, consider liking and subscribing. And tell me what you think. What gameplay extensions would you like to see? And what are your thoughts on this entire topic? Anyways, I will see you again in my next video.